And now I am all good. So again, welcome everybody. And we're in some very, very good times, some awesome times. Things are looking very, very good. Things are looking really, really awesome. And I hope I can give you a sense of it today. Now, just to give you an idea, we're going to continue to grow. I have a feeling that by this time next week, we may be right in the midst of fully launching. So that's a good thing. Maybe right in the midst of fully launching this coming week, because on this coming, let's say Monday, on on Monday, they are going to share with us the new back office. I'm hearing some noise in the background. Please mute your phone. Let me see. Maybe I can mute everybody, and then we can have the hosts unmute themselves. The co-hosts unmute themselves. Just make sure it's really quiet in there, please. Okay. So like see, so can everybody see my email right now? Type a 2 in the chat if you can, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Excellent, excellent. Wonderful. So what's going to be happening is we're going to be moving into our brand new home, which is really awesome. And at that time, I understand we'll have the ability to pay through debit cards or credit cards, crypto, and whatever. And then they're going to allow people a few more days to get going. And then we're going to go full blast, full launch. And then the magic is going to start to happen. Okay. Now, in the email that I sent you, I mentioned here that one of our founders, Miss Reagan Lynch, is going to be in California. I actually had the honor and privilege to meet her this past Friday at one of those meetings for the very first time. My goodness, she's more beautiful in person than you see her online. She's about 6 foot tall. She's a wonderful lady. We had an awesome, 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 awesome meeting. As a matter of fact, I saw Vibe Spotlight in action because there was a guy who came there who had this ginger business selling stuff to Whole Foods and all these different places, and he's now looking to expand to the entire world. It was really wonderful to see how Megan handled the whole situation at that meeting. So for those of you who may be in California, Megan usually says if you're within 4 to 6 miles, 4 to 6 hours, you should show up. One of our members, G-Man, he's not here today because the meeting is happening right by his house in the Woodland Hills, Sherman Oaks area. So I'll be waiting to get a report from him. Now, if you're in California, you can fill out this form right here and go ahead and get started. I mean, register and get going. This form will show you all the different places where the meetings are taking place. So click on it, people, please. And on Monday, be sure to be on the call. 12 noon Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, just our regular times. You know, all you have to do is go to our myvibe.io, which is this site right here, and go ahead and click on the meeting, My Vibe Zoom support, and you'll be able to access it. Okay. I think everybody knows that. All right. So now then, I also sent a homework to everybody, and I've been asking that people would watch it maybe a couple of times. The reason I tell you to watch it a couple of times is because I watch it 3 to 4 times. Okay, that's how I know the answer to give people, because people always need answers, right? And I asked if people would go ahead and text me, and Ms. Roslyn, thank you very much. I got your text. I asked them to text me and text their upline. You see, I always believe that effective and timely communication is the key to survival of any relationship. There has to be communication. It has to be effective, and it has to be timely. The other thing is that the fact that this is about leadership training. You know, I was raised, by and large, my character today was formed when I joined the services in the Air Force, because there they taught me how to obey orders, and without question, and as an officer, they taught me how to give orders and expect compliance. And you'll find that in a lot of situations, things that you find, especially in America today, there are a lot of people who are in leadership positions in corporations who have been into the military. And this is part of the reason. It's about discipline. So when I ask people to do this, it's not necessarily for me, okay? It's necessarily for the people, because you reap what you sow. So if people sow compliance, they will reap compliance, and that's going to help them in their leadership efforts. That's what it's all about, okay? It's not an ego thing or anything. It's about leadership and personal development, okay? And then, of course, we talked about, please sign up with if you haven't joined our Telegram group already, go ahead and sign up on it right now. You know, that's why I put the notice up there in the beginning, so that people can go ahead and sign up, because it is very, very important that they do. It makes it easier for us to communicate with you. I put it in the chat right now so that people can go ahead and take care of that. All right. So now, help me out, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anybody here who is brand new? This is your first time. You haven't seen a presentation yet. Is there anybody here? Type new in the chat if that represents you, please. Type new in the chat. Any brand new person, you never seen a VYB presentation before. Okay. It looks to me right now that everybody has seen it before. So I'm not going to go to do a full presentation right now, but I do want to share something with you. The homework today was this video right here. And I'd like to share a bit of that with everybody. And then, of course, I'd like to take some questions before we move on into the rest of what we want to talk about today. If you haven't watched that video, I think it's very, very important that you do. All right. So let's go ahead and play that. And please let me know. Let's see. Let's make it this way. And this way.
Welcome, everyone. This is Megan Lynch, co-owner of VYB. This video is really going to be
Can
about how brands are
everybody
built, a
hear it
little bit
clearly? If you
about
can hear it
VYB, and
clearly,
then
type
also
yes,
how
please.
our compensation plan is broken down. So most people know, if they've read any type of marketing books, that brands are built from the innovators. These are the people who believe early, or the early adopters,
No,
or
okay.
the early majority. So we have a lot of people who are fully plugged into what VYB is doing. We have some people who signed up and they're now MIA, missing in action. And we're okay with that, because we understand that there's always going to be the late majority, those who just didn't catch the vibe, no pun intended, early enough. Then you're also going to have those laggards in a business. You always want to promote to the innovators. You want to get to the game changers. You want to get to the leaders first. You don't want to spend all of your time trying to get the masses, because the masses are where they are for a reason. You want to go to those individuals who are really serious about business. So I want to introduce all of you to Vibe really quickly. You can go to
Well, go ahead and listen to the rest.
VYB.io and you can check out our pre-launch website. Also, you can go to thevibe.io/policies and hear all about our income disclosures. We are not here to tell you you're going to make $1 million. We're just here to simply give you the facts and give you an opportunity to really, truly grow. We have over 70,000 people who have signed up during pre-launch, which is pretty phenomenal. So let me talk really quickly about our company, Vibe. Vibe is an ecosystem. This ecosystem allows you to discover your passions, to develop those passions, and then execute or demonstrate those passions to the world. We have 7 powerful pathways. So if you want to take advantage of those pathways, you have an opportunity to be a customer. You also have an opportunity to be a Vibe partner. A Vibe partner is basically an independent business owner, which means that you can make a commission. Now, we have several different pathways that you can take. You can focus on our streaming education platform. That's called Vibe Vault. That is our flagship product. We have close to 20 educators, academies, faith-based education, sports betting, Forex, crypto, personal development. Everything is inside of the vault. We also have the Vibe Tribe. This is our community network. So you have an opportunity to connect with people who are like you, or maybe you want to jump into a group of individuals who are the opposite of you. You have an opportunity to do that in Vibe Tribe. Vibe Global gives you an opportunity to actually produce your content and get paid for it. So it's very similar to Vibe Vault, but we have our own educators, but you also can become an educator and produce your content. We also have kind of a TikTok style opportunity where you can promote and share videos inside of Vibe Global, inside of our app. We also have Vibe BrandWorks. Vibe BrandWorks is going to allow you to take your business to the next level. It's going to allow you to brand yourself and just make sure that if you're selling $1 million opportunity, you want to look like $1 million as well. We also have Vibe Ventures. That is our funding access pathway. Vibe Ventures is very similar to Shark Tank, so you can pitch your ideas. We also have Vibe Spotlight. Maybe you have a great business that you want to share. That particular business can go into our directory, or it can be on our weekly show, Vibe Community Network. We also have an opportunity to promote your missions as well. Maybe you are helping the homeless. Maybe you're raising money to get backpacks for children. You can do that in Vibe Spotlight. Vibe Style is our merch movement. We are actually partnered with a 40,000 square foot facility. This facility will allow you to just drop ship all of your ideas. So you can give us your ideas. We could put those ideas on t-shirts, mugs, hats, anything that you can think of, and we will cut you in on the revenue share. We also have Vibe Bucks. Vibe Bucks will actually allow you to just earn rewards and utilize those bucks inside of the ecosystem. So it is a complete ecosystem where you have an opportunity to grow as a business owner, entrepreneur, budding, future mogul. You can do all of that inside of the ecosystem. Now, we are in pre-launch right now, so you can actually create a free account right now. Now, if it is after March 31st, you can no longer create a free account. You can pay your charter membership. It's a one-time $25 fee. This is going to allow you to have all the perks. You also have an opportunity to be a Vibe founder. That Vibe founder status allows you to, just be able to have perks that other members may not have. It also allows you to get into our 3x10 forced matrix early. So I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. This $25 one-time payment is available during pre-launch only. Also, if you refer someone for that one-time $25 charter membership, you have an opportunity to earn $10 on every charter membership. Now, Once pre-launch is over, this is when you can actually utilize our ecosystem, and you also have the opportunity to earn 5 different ways. Again, you can get started for free right now if it's before March 31st. If it's after, you can pay your $25 one-time fee. Pre-launch ends. If pre-launch ends, you can utilize our ecosystem by actually purchasing a premium membership. We have so much value at such a low cost, $249.99 a month, to actually access everything that I just talked about. You get the Vault, VYB Global, VYB Fitness, Forex, crypto. You also get an opportunity to share your business ideas and be a VYB venture creator, or you can create for VYB Style. You also get market insights. This allows you to monetize everything that you're doing and maximize the entire ecosystem. So there's so much value. Now listen, if that is just not where you are right now, we do have an Elevate membership, and the Elevate membership is actually worth 40 points. PCV, we're going to talk about that in a moment, but it does not grant you immediate access inside the matrix. Now, the Pro membership is 160 PCV. This will actually get you into the matrix immediately with this membership if you are paying your IBO fee, which you can see right at the bottom. Also, the Pro membership gives you more access to the ecosystem, but it is limited access. So remember that the Legend membership, that's worth 250 PCV, which is huge, and you get full access to everything. You get the market insights, you get the ability to be able to put your content inside of VYB. And I just want you guys to understand, our prices are based on our talents and our value, not your budget, right? So I always tell people this: we offer so much value, but if you are looking for a business opportunity and you want to be able to offset your cost, or maybe get your membership for free because you are working the business, you're going to want to be a VYB partner. As a VYB partner, you have all access to earning commissions. Now, one of those happens to be the matrix, and the matrix actually is a 3x10 forced matrix, unlimited earnings, up to $5 on every position. So basically how it works is, if anybody falls into the matrix, everybody is time stamped. Anyone who falls into your organization, whether you have referred them or not, you can make up to $5 of their membership. In the first 5 weeks, our goal is that everybody's making an extra $1,800 a month. You can do a lot with an extra $1,800 a month. You could pay your membership, and you can do some other things with it. We're going to duplicate 5 times. Maybe you refer 3 people, or maybe 3 people fall into your matrix. That's an extra $15 a month. Now, there's 9 positions that are then going to open up. When those positions are filled, that's an extra $45 a month. Those 9 positions produce another level of 27 positions. That's $135 a month when those individuals are paying their membership. And then there's an up to $405 extra dollars a month when 81 new positions show up. And then on the next level, 81 times 3, 243. That's an extra $1,215. Mind you guys, we've already referred 70,000 people who, if it's before our official launch, right, they have not fallen into the matrix yet. We also have a fast start bonus. Every single time someone you personally refer pays their membership, you can make up to $40 of their membership, depending on which rank you are, which I'm going to talk about. Also, level 2, you can make up to $20 of your personals membership every single month. Not only that, we also pay a check match bonus. This means that if you refer somebody and they make $5, $50, $500, $5,000 worth of up to $5 bills, you will match their matrix 100%. If they make $50, you make $50. If they make $500, you make an extra $500 on top of what you're making inside of the matrix as well. Now, this video is really to break down the compensation plan. So I want to show you this. If you look at the bottom, if you are a VYB partner, typically you would pay a $29 enrollment fee one time. We're not going to have you do that. We slashed that for right now, but you can pay that $9.99 a month. That will allow you to actually be commissionable. You can actually make income. Now, If you want to do direct sales and you're a Vibe partner, you can make direct commissions up to 30% on any products that you market. And on level 2, up to 15%. Now, as a customer, you can make up to 15% if you do refer a member to us, or if you actually refer someone to purchase a website, or maybe they want to get inside of the directory. Those are things that you can actually earn from as a customer. Now, as a pro member, you get immediate access into the matrix if you have a $9.99 VP IBO fee, or if you are a legend. So Elevate members do not get immediate access into the matrix. That's a $39 a month membership worth 40 points. That's not going to get you in the matrix, but it's a good start. So I do want to tell you that our whole entire compensation plan is based on something called PCV, personal commissionable volume, or personal customer volume. So what that means is that you have an opportunity to earn personal volume by purchasing a product, or you can refer someone and that will contribute to your personal customer volume as well. Now, the QGV stands for Qualified Group Volume. This is no spillover. These are members from your own downline. If you sign up Sarah and Sarah signs up Jane and Jane signs up Christopher, you have 3 individuals in your personal downline. This is not spillover. Your QGV will not start for 6 months, depending on when you join this company, right? So you want to make sure that you ask, but we will start that. That just means that eventually you're going to have to grow your own organization in order to knock out these particular ranks. We're not doing that right now in the first 6 months of us launching in April. Now, let's take a look at this compensation plan. Now, apprentice has 40 points. That may mean that you're paying $9.99 a month and you refer a Elevate member. Or maybe you purchase an Elevate membership on your own and now you have 40 PCV. That means that you can earn fast start bonuses on level 1. You cannot get into the matrix. In order to get into the matrix, you would have to have at least 160 PCV. That PCV can come from your own purchase, or it can come from the purchase of one of your members that you sign up. Now, here's the great thing. Connector is 500 PCV. Now, that may mean that you have a legend membership and you refer a legend, or maybe you refer a number of pro members and you're paying your $9.99 a month. That's where you can hit that connector rank. Creator is 750 PCV. Again, that could be you getting a legend membership and 2 other folks, or that could be you referring 3 legends, but you have that $9.99 membership. Promoter is the same thing. That's 1,000. That's 4 legends or 7 pros. You can add yourself in there. Maybe you have a legend and you referred 3 legends. That's a total of 4. That gives you 1,000 PCV. Same thing for influencer, for icon, and for legend. That means that you've referred 7 people, or you have a membership and you referred 6 people, or maybe you referred 11 pros and you have a $9.99 a month membership. So your personal product contributes to your PCV. So also, I want you guys to take a look at, if you're a rookie, that may be 1 pro member, or it may be 4 Elevate members, but you cannot get into the matrix unless you have 160 PCV. We are going to grandfather you in as a connector, which means you're going to make level 1 through 5 matrix pay. That's up to $1,815 a month. Plus you get fast start bonuses on level 1 and up to $3 per membership that falls into your organization. We're going to give you 45 days to hit that. If you don't hit it in 45 days, you're going to go back to a rookie, which means that you can make fast start bonuses only. You will not make matrix pay. Connectors, that means that you have 2 legends or 4 pros, or you can add yourself in there as well. And level 1 through 5 fast start bonuses up to $3 per member that falls into your organization. If you're a creator, you get an extra level and you get fast start level 2. And now you've tapped into up to $5 on every member that falls in. Maybe they have a legend membership and that's worth $5, or you have some pros that's worth $3, or some elevates at 50 cents. Remember, you cannot get into the matrix with an elevate membership unless you have the correct amount of PCV. Now, also, if you're a promoter, you get level 7 and 100% check match. So you want to get here cat quick. You can purchase a membership and refer 3 legends, or you can refer 4 legends and hit your 1,000 PCV. So remember, your membership counts toward your personal customer volume. Again, influencer, you get level 8. Now you unlock 50% match. At Icon, level 9, and you are qualified to get the metal Visa card. You can purchase that. That's 6 legends that you've referred, or 10 pros that you've referred, or 5 legends you've referred, and you have a legend membership. So you can do it either way as long as it equals that PCV. And remember, it's dollar for dollar. Same thing for legend. Now you are unlocking the entire matrix. So what's the goal here? You can refer 7 legends or refer 11 pros, or you can refer 6 legends and you get a legend membership, or 10 pros and you get a pro membership, or a combination of elevates. But you have to have 160 PCV to enter the matrix. Also, the line max will kick in. That just means that you cannot have any more than 70%, 60, 50, 40, or 40% of that coming from one leg. So you can't have a runaway leg. You can't have one person who's doing all the work and nobody else is doing the work. It is probably one of the most simple comp plans. And then as we start, our goal is to show you how to max out the matrix in 10 to 12 weeks. So in that first week that you start, we're going to help you learn how to refer your first 3 people. The second week, we're going to take those 3 and help them refer 3, which gives you 9. 9, help them get their 3, which gives you 27. Help them get their 3, that's 81 new people come in. 81 times 3 is 243 to 729. 2187, we help those 2187 get their 3. That's 6,561. 19,000 new people would come in, and then we max out the matrix. Now, if you don't think we can do it, we are already doing it in pre-launch. We put in 70,000 people in less than 90 days. So I want to tell you guys, you want to get started with us. Get back with the person who invited you to the call. Create your free account. If it's still pre-launch time, you may not be able to create a free account. You may just have to go ahead and pay for your membership, set up your profile, enable your notifications. You also want to click on VYB Partner and get your referral link and schedule your first launch call. You want to share the opportunity with everyone you possibly can and become a product of the product. We want to help you discover your passion, develop your passion, and demonstrate those passions to the world. Thank you so much. Get back with the person who shared the information, and we will see each and every one of you at the top.
I would love to answer questions uh based on what you just heard right now. What questions you have? This is home. This is where maybe there's some things that you don't really quite understand. So this is where we share exactly what those things mean to the best of our knowledge. So if you have a question, please go ahead and raise your hand, and you'll be called upon to uh, unmute your phone and share your question, please. Let's do that. Okay, don't let anybody be shy. Any questions? You know, I remember the last time we brought Megan here, and nobody had any questions. I'm like, man, I know how many questions I ask her all the time. So let's know, ladies and gentlemen, you know, do you have any questions about what you just said? As you heard, we're going to be going to a point system. You see, there's a reason behind that strategy. All right. You cannot get paid to recruit. The Federal Trade Commission does not like that. you know. So they like customers. That's what they like. So that's why we have personal customer volume. So when you bring somebody and they purchase a subscription, be it an Elevate for $40, be it a Pro for 159, 160 bucks, be it a Legend for $259 dollars per month, that's a subscription. That's a customer base. That's customer volume. FTC loves that. So it's all about the language, and it's all about keeping with the law. So as you heard, a person can actually, we don't promote this, okay, because if there's anybody sitting on the boat, we want them rowing within the boat to help everything move forward. We don't want them just sitting down in the boat and not rowing, right? Not rowing essentially is that you're not sharing uh, the products and services. You're not sharing the opportunity, but somebody loved you enough to bring you on board, right? And so, but in keeping with the law, you can't say pay to play. Okay, so the law gives us a way on how to structure it, which basically means for $9.99 per month, a person can actually be able to get into the matrix and be able to make uh, money on one level only. For instance, as a Elevate member, and then they can sponsor pros and legends and be in the matrix and make money. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about that? Now, eventually, I don't see any hand. Oh, okay, I see Joe has his hands up. Joe, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask your question, please.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes, you are.
What you just said seems to contradict what I heard Megan say, and that's the reason I have to talk.
What is your
It
question?
sounded, see, my original goal was to go legend, but to go before going legend, I was going to start off going elite and then pro. Okay, and it sounded like in that video you just gave, you can't, you can't, we're 1999, be in the matrix. But now you're saying you can. So I'm confused.
No. Remember I like everybody to go back and watch that video. Basically, in order to earn dollars, period, you can earn VYB-bucks, but in order to earn dollars, you have to be a partner who pays the $9.99 per month. Now, and then at that point, you can bring in people who pay the $39.99. They will not get into the matrix, like she said, as I reiterated, but they can earn money on one one level. In order to get into the matrix, you have to have a personal customer volume of $160 minimum. And that could be you purchasing a pro. Now you're in the matrix. Well, if it's not you purchasing a pro, maybe you brought somebody in who subscribed as a pro. Okay, that counts for you also in order to be in the matrix. All right. And then the next level is legend. So that's what was explained there and what I just reiterated. So you may sometimes, it takes us listening to something maybe two or three times to really get it right. But the beautiful thing is it's right there on the video. So if a person has to
So,
listen to that particular point 10 times, then that's what it takes.
so
Yes,
then
Joe.
if everybody is elite, I'm elite, and everybody else I get is elite, none of us can be in the matrix then, correct?
No, you cannot be in it just said it. It says it on
That's
the
what
video. You
that's
can
what I got out of it. Thank you.
Yes, it says on the video. That's good. But folks, I want you all. to think big. I was at a meeting uh, with Megan on Friday in the city of Long Beach. It was beautiful, wonderful thing. And like I said, I saw VYB Spotlight in action with an individual who for 25 years had been producing this wonderful drink. He brought samples for us, ginger base, selling to wholesale foods and 7-Elevens and all that. And now he wants to go worldwide and be able to share it. Well, he's not going to be able to do that unless he's a creator within VYB. That is a legend. Even if he's a pro, he's not at a creator level. That is explained very well in the presentation. So I want people to have a big goal. So one of the things we talked to the guy about was Megan asked him, what is your pain point? What is your pain point? Because he doesn't need another opportunity. He's got something he's very, very passionate about. That's what's so beautiful about VYB. He's got something, he said, I'm doing this for my mother that passed. And he has a little emblem on that drink that exemplifies his mother. And on the back, on the bottom, something exemplifies his father. So he's not looking to get into some MLM deal for nothing, What he wants to do is expand, so he has a passion. So what I would hope is everybody who looks at this, looks at it with a big goal in life. Why am I on the face of this earth? What impact do I want to make? What do I want to do with the rest of my life? I don't want to bury my talent. That is, take it to the grave. I hope people think maximally, not minimally. We watched a video the other day by Myron Golden. He's one of my mentors. I have his tutoring and all that, his coaching. He says, if you want to be rich, don't sell to the poor. All you're going to hear is about what they can't do, what they don't have. You're going to sell to the ambitious, the angry. They're angry about where they're at today. The hungry. They're hungry about where they want to get to. These kind of people do not think minimally. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that they have but they may have nothing. But that has nothing to do with their mindset. And whatever it takes, they're willing to do it to get to where they want to get. Because every single person who has made it big by actually working at it and not giving up. Okay, so thanks for that question, Joe. Anybody else? Any other question, please? Let's put your hands up. Let's see your hands, and we'll call you to speak. Okay, now we're going to continue to grow this. Megan has always asked us if we would allow other people from other groups to also join our team. So what I want to start doing right now, I want to start spotlighting our team members every Sunday. Because when other people start coming in, I don't want you to get lost in the crowd. But you know what? When we bring other people in, it helps the whole matrix. Because the whole VYB is one big matrix. Some of you are sitting in here right now. You've signed up several weeks ago, and you're going to be benefiting from the efforts of other people that you don't even know who they are. So we all have to work together to build this whole thing, and that's how it's going to work the best. So I'm going to start with the spotlighting, and this is what I'm going to ask. I have two people right here that I'm going to spotlight today. And what I'm going to ask those two people is to share some information with us, okay, about themselves, okay? Share some information with us. And precisely what I want them to share is so we can get to know each other, okay? Now, the questions that I put on in the chat right now are the things that I want people to share. Who, why, what? And I want you all to write that down and get used to it, okay? Because we're going to be doing that, all right? And when you talk to people, think in these terms also. People don't join companies, they join people. And nobody wants to join a parked car, right? So what I mean by that is they want to be excited. But sometimes they've been beaten down so much, there's no more excitement left in them. But if they see somebody that's excited and passionate and purposeful and going somewhere, they go, well, this ain't a parked car. I'll follow this one. You follow what I'm saying? So we have to teach ourselves in terms of being able to share exactly what it is that we're passionate about, that we're excited about, where we're headed. That's what inspires people. They don't want to hear about products. You think it's the money, it's not the money. It's the people, it's what's in their heart. So I'm going to ask that you give us just 3 minutes, okay? And this is fungible in terms of the minutes. Maybe you spend 40 seconds on this and a minute and 20 seconds on the other, but relatively a minute on who are you? Introduce yourself. Whatever you want to share about yourself, share with us. But we don't want you to exceed a total of 3 minutes. Number 2, 1 minute. Why? What is your why? Why did you join VYB? This is training, folks. This is the substance of recruiting. This is what people want to hear. All right? They don't want to hear products. That's not what excites them. They don't want to hear, oh, you're going to make $1 million without doing anything. They don't want to know about this person or know about that person. No. When you're talking to them, they want to know about you. They may have been your friend for years, but what's different about you today? So every time we get together, we're going to get to meet each other. So 2 people today are going to share with us. Number 1, as I look at the chat. 1 minute. Who are you? Introduce yourself. Number 2, 1 minute. Why? Why did you join VYB? What are you looking for? And number 3, what? What is your goal? You got to have a goal. It has to be measurable. Okay? And what are you doing about it? You can tell us, for instance, how many people you've got right now, how many people they have, or what you're doing in terms of what are you doing, right? You can tell us your age if you want. It's good for us to know. What is your age? You know, it's nothing that we need to hide. Megan tells her age every single time. I'm 73 years old. I know I look 37. To me anyway, and to my wife. But look, if you're not dead yet, it means God ain't done with you. If he brought you this far, he ain't done with you. Do not take your talents, your abilities. Don't bury it. Don't take it to the grave. So the first person that we're going to call on today is one of our amazing leaders. We're putting some things together to help you to build your organization. And we're going to know who's serious by the people who are showing up consistently and doing something. So this gentleman is working with me very closely. He's a very wise man. Matter of fact, that's what I call him, wise man. And he's going to go through and share with us. He's 3 minutes of him right now. You're going to be hearing from him. He is putting together some amazing things. He and I have been talking yesterday, day before yesterday, and today we'll be meeting some things that we're putting together. Because we want to max our matrix. in 12 weeks or less. Did you hear me? We want to max our matrix in 12 weeks. That's what Megan wants to do from week 1. I'm thinking, don't hold me to it. I'm thinking next Sunday, they're going to say, go. All along with being get ready, set. I believe on next Sunday, they're going to say, go. Don't hold me to it, but that's what I believe. That will start week 1. 12 weeks from there, I want to max my matrix. What do you want to do? Max my matrix basically means that by then, I'm fully qualified. And if everybody's a legend, that's $5, right? Times what is it? 88,000 something? Anyway, I know the number, I know the money. That's $442,860 per month. You don't think somebody's going to do it per month? I'm looking for 12 people that I will work with. 12 people that believe that with God, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. That they were placed on the face of this earth to make an impact, to build a legacy for their families. And no matter how bad it looks, you think about Moses. As Moses stood at that Red Sea, can you imagine what was going in his mind? The Pharaoh's chariots and soldiers are thundering down, all this dust thundering down. And you got these 2 to 3 million people standing at the Red Sea, and they're looking at this raging sea. That's what I call impossible. You know, and Moses goes to pray. And God essentially told Moses, get up. It's beyond praying time. What's in your hand? Stretch it. Do something. Imagine the faith it took for him to take that rod and stretch it. What did he expect was going to happen? That's the way you have to be when you get on board and say, Lord, not by power, not by might, but by your spirit, it's going to happen for me. Are you listening to me? That's the kind of people that we're looking for. And I believe I found one in the wise man, Mr. William Jones. Wise man, share your 3 minutes with us, please.
Thank you, Coach. Well, first of all, just to say who I am, I'm definitely a child of God. To start off, and I believe God has blessed me with some amazing talents, and they begin with a wife that they say you find a wife, you found a good thing, and I believe I found a good one that has produced 7 children for me. And I'm currently 78 years old myself. So that's a good start right there, beyond the years that he's allowed me. Yes. So, with those things being said, that tells me a little bit about me. But uh, to go on for the reason why, my reason why was when I first saw Vibe, it kind of fulfilled the things that I had been working on that God had given me already. And when I started the idea, the products hadn't presented themselves. It was just an act of faith. And it started almost the same way like Megan started with the act of faith that everybody that believed in the first 8,000, and now we're over 70,000. And it has all the products in it that I was thinking of and more. But that's just a little bit of the why, you know. But the what is the mission? And the mission is to share with everybody, not just sharing with them for money, but sharing with them because the scripture says winning souls is wise. And to just show someone how to fish and not just give them a fish, which has been happening too much when people have been just spoiled. And to get out of their own way and let God show them what He's prepared for them, this program allows you to look within inside yourself and find you. And that is the what that I want to share with everybody. You have to find the what that's inside of you, because it's not just the children that I have or the wife that I have, which I'm blessed with all of those and I'm very thankful for them. But I'm also thankful for the wisdom that He gave me in being able to read His Word and come to the understanding that I'm not working for me in doing this. I'm working for Him and with Him, and with Him, all things are possible. I can call the things that are not, because the idea that I had not come to fruition yet. But this was over a year ago, and now it's here. So, anyone who has a dream, I want to talk to them and find out exactly what that dream is, and then show them through the products that we have how we can assist them. I don't want to
Excellent.
take up too much time, Coach, but I believe that's my 3 minutes worth. And thank you.
Excellent, wise man. Are you camera ready?
Camera ready, yes.
Let's let people see your handsome 78-year-old face.
That's me. White beard and all, you know.
Ex-
Yes.
Excellent, my friend. Excellent. So that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, no matter what age you are, the fact that you're still alive today said there's something in you that God ordained before the foundation of the earth that God wanted to have done, and it necessitated you being birthed. But you know what? He saw it done already. He already took, because God says he shows us the end from the beginning. And then he goes to the beginning and gets it done. He saw it done. So we just have to come in by faith and submitting ourselves, willing to work to do his will, that he can do it through us. I hope you believe that. I hope you believe that. Okay. So the next person that we're going to have share right now is this lady is an amazing lady. She inspires me every single time that I talk to her. She really inspires me. She's a leader. All right. I talk to her several times a week. And the people that she's got on her team will blow your mind. So, Madam Shirley, would you please share with us your 3 minutes of fame? Go ahead and unmute yourself. No problem.
Coach,
So,
can you hear me now?
yes, we can hear you, Shirley. Go ahead.
Okay. Just want to let everyone know that my name is Shirley York. I live in Florida. I'm 85 years old. I have 4 kids, 7 grandkids, and 8 great grandkids. And VYB is going to be the answer that to all my questions and dreams that I've had all these years. I have been on online marketing and MLMs since 2005, but I have never, ever gotten into something that completely answers all of my questions and all of my dreams. And what I want to do is I want to max out my matrix. I want to go even further if possible. And what I want to do with it is I want to leave to my kids and my grandkids and my great grandkids as much as I can to help them out, because God only knows what this world is facing. And I want to be able for them to say, my grandmother is helping me and has helped me fill my dreams. And that's what it's all about. God has been so good to me. My husband passed away a year and a half ago, and he has done everything that he possibly could, the Lord has for me, even little things. And I worship him, and I know that he's going to help me with this. And when I say I want to max my matrix, he's going to say, it's done. It's done. We're going to do it. And we're going to do it all together. We're going to do it all together. VYB is here to fill your dreams. It's here to love you, and it's here to help you. Thank you, Coach.
That's so awesome, Miss Shirley. Are you camera ready? By any chance? If you're not, that's okay. But if your camera ready, you can show the people
I'm not at home, and I'm on my daughter's computer, and her camera's not working.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, and you said you are 85 years old.
I'm 85.
Let me ask you a question. How many direct frontline have you brought into VYB?
15.
15. 15. That's amazing. That's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, she brought a gentleman in that I talked with. And this gentleman in his previous business brought in 118,000 people in 90 days.
Yeah.
Now, Shirley could have been intimidated, but she was not intimidated by this. And the man saw this and he loved it. And I've been talking to him several. He's a multi-millionaire. Part owner of a 5-star hotel in Florida. So from whether a person has something, and I talked to the gentleman, he called me the other day, said, Coach, I have a challenge. And I just like to know what you think I should do. And we talked about it, and it had to do with building his team. And I was so excited about his humility and his tenacity and his willingness to help other people. Okay, so somebody has the phone ringing. If that is there anybody else who has anything else that they may want to add, or any question real quick before we call it a day?
Coach,
Yes,
just to add a little bit to what you're talking about and who you're talking about, the first time I met him, he put on the table, we met at a restaurant, and he put on the table this huge binder of pages of people that he had worked with and was his customers, and 185,000 people. You can imagine how big that
yes. 185,000 people in his book, his customer list. So I had heard about this, and someday he'll join us on the line. He's a very busy man. He runs 3 other businesses already. He and his wife are wonderful people, you know. He told me, he said, listen, I can have my pilot go and pick up Megan and come do a meeting for us in Florida. You never know who you're going to run into. So believe.
Right.
If you put your toe into it, you're going to get toenail income. But if you dive right into it and leave it to God to lead you and to direct you, God honors faith. That's what God honors, faith. You just never know. Okay, I hope you got something. I hope you got something from this, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to do this from now on. So hone your skill. Prepare yourself. Get your 3 minutes your 3 minutes of fame, because it's going to inspire somebody else. That's discipleship right there. It's going to inspire somebody else. And when you inspire somebody else and they start benefiting from it, we all benefit together. Okay, I'm not going to belabor the point. I think we'll go ahead and leave it at that, unless there's any one quick question that anybody wants to ask, and then we'll call it a day. A question, a comment, whatever you got from today. If anybody wants to share, put up your hand, and let's hear from you. Okay, seeing that there is none, I guess look for my email, ladies and gentlemen. Call the people on your team. Don't you wish they were on this call today? Don't you wish they were on this call? Call the people on your team so they can come and listen to this. They can come and listen to other people. 148 people. You know, we live in a world now where integrity is ridiculous. There's no integrity. 148 people registered that they're going to show up today. But I'm only concerned about the ones that show up, because we're getting ready to unleash something to help those who show up max their opportunity. But you've got to show you're willing, you're ready, you're walking by faith. And you see what we're going to be able to do together. So again, it's truly my honor and privilege to be able to share with you each Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to my email. Do the homework. Do the response. All right? It's just the little things. Success is predictable, but so also is failure, because both of them works on certain principles, goals, and laws, and systems. And if you follow those systems, it'll lead you to success. If you do not, it'll lead you to failure. Success is predictable, but so also is failure. So thank you, everybody. Have an awesome weekend, and be on the calls on Monday. Call everybody on your team. Wake them up, or they're going to be so sad that they signed up, and after then 50,000 people signed up, and they're not going to get benefit one, and they will never have that kind of opportunity in their lives again. They won't. Remember the story of the talents, where the master gave one 5 talent, gave one 3, and gave the other 2, 5, 2, and 1, I believe it was. And the one buried the talent. And what did the master say to that one? I won't even repeat it. Ladies and gentlemen, you are somebody. There's greatness inside of you. There's awesomeness inside of you. And he's willing to display it for the world to see, for his name's sake, for his reputation. Don't deny him that opportunity. The word says he is pleased with the prosperity of his people. Give him pleasure. Go prosper. Put yourself in place. He said, whatsoever you lay your hands on, he will bless. Give him something to bless. Lay your hands on God and call on him. Have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk to you again next week. Bye for now.
All right. Let us all know about